Hey everybody, welcome back. You know, it's not just during the Sundance Film Festival that we have incredibly talented artists in our studio. Some of them are very, very well known. Some of them might not yet be a household name, and yet when charisma walks in the door, it's unmistakable. I'm excited to welcome a fellow to the program. We've had a little bit of an adventure getting him here. It's been fun. He has endured car accidents, terrible, terrible illness, and yet he has made it to be with us tonight, even despite the weather. We're going to take a look at his new video, but we're also going to talk about the performer's life. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Ricky Jarman. How are you, man?
Hey, nice
welcome.
To see you.
Nice to see you too. So, first of all, we got to tell folks about this third time's a charm, because you got sick, you had the flu.
Yep.
And I think we kind of had some weather around that time as well.
Yeah, well, I think it's been snowing like nonstop in Utah.
It's pretty much 90 days of snow,
right.
for sure. But you made it through the flu.
I did.
And then you were down in St. George. You had been in Vegas. I guess you were doing a gig in Vegas.
Yeah.
Coming back, tell the story.
Well, yeah, we had a good time in Vegas. I did some networking, and I'd only been to Vegas one other time, so it was great. You know, we mixed some work and pleasure together. But on the way back, yeah, in St. George, there was unfortunately like an accident type situation where a man unfortunately threw himself out into the middle of the road, and two cars ahead of us ended up hitting him, and it threw him to where he like laid out horizontally on the ground, and our car swerved just in the nick of time not to, you know, run him over, and it was really nerve-wracking, and we had to stay and give our statements to the police, but luckily I think everything was okay.
Well, that's good.
You know, with him, and it was definitely a bummer to miss the show, but like you said, third time's a charm.
And I got to tell you, and I got to tell everybody at home, because I really, despite the seriousness of the situation, I got a real crack, you guys, because Ricky was sick. He felt terrible. I am so sorry. And he's like, please, don't be mad. I'm like, dude, we all get sick. It's a live television show. That's the way it goes. So the second time around, and it's about, I don't know what time it was, maybe midday or so. Yeah. And Ricky's texting me, and he's sending me photographs of the scene, saying, no, I'm not kidding you, man. This really happened. And I had to say, I knew right then that we were going to have a good time when we got together, whenever it was that we got together. And of course, a serious situation, but by the same token, from a lighthearted perspective, at least you're here now, and you're all in one piece.
That's all that matters, right?
So let's talk a little bit about your background, and where was there a spark, as somebody who loves to see the red light go on top of that camera? Was there an initial thing, an event or a film or a performer that got you at a certain age that turned that light bulb on, or did you just have that, I gotta sing kind of thing?
Well, I mean, I think it was a little bit of both, just because like I grew up with a very musical family. So just ever since I was like a really little kid, like my grandpa, and my uncles, my dad, my mom, they were all really influential just in my life, because my mom danced, my dad was a drummer, my uncles and grandpa were all guitarists, you know. Nice. So music definitely was instilled at a really early age. But I mean, when he was alive, I'm not sure if there was anybody who wasn't impacted by Michael Jackson. And so
no question.
Michael Jackson, and actually MC Hammer, was inspiring to me, just with Can't Touch This, you know, that song
I'm with you, man. I love the hammer. Yeah. Please, hammer, don't hurt him.
For sure.
That's great.
These were like things that my dad would play, and so I grew to love that kind of stuff. And yeah, then one thing led to the next, and later on in my life, I was inspired as a little kid by like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. And
sure.
Then after that, you know, Justin Timberlake broke off to be a solo artist, and I would definitely say that Justin has been a big inspiration of mine, just as far as like the direction I've wanted to go with my own brand. So yeah, it's been a fun journey.
And talk about, because singing is one thing, but I know that dance is hugely important to you.
Right.
Talk about that part of it, because of course there's millions of talented people on Broadway and touring the country in theater productions and that kind of thing. We can point to, of course, JT and tons of other great performers who are great dancers, of course MJ, Janet Jackson,
Right.
but it feels to me, and maybe it's because I'm not sort of as much of a student of pop music or the contemporary scene as maybe I used to be when I was a little younger, but I don't feel like there's that sort of iconic dancer person that isn't just about somebody who's a great singer, a generally great entertainer who also, right, does MJ, does JT, was great at the Oscars, of course, the great, choreography for his tune opening the show, but talk about that, kind of that perspective for you. Did you study dance formally? Were you just always copping MJ's movies on MTV, or how did that start, and how did it progress?
I wish I could say that I could copy MJ's moves, but he's a very unique performer. But I mean, you struck on a really good point. I mean, the industry, I think, right now has a lot of really talented individuals who reflect different things, but one of those things that it is lacking right now in the younger generations is, a full-out performer, an entertainer.
Entertainer seems to be a word maybe we've not lost, but you don't hear that word as much.
Well, the industry, unfortunately, has become a little more watered down right now compared to what it used to be, and that's just because the fans out there are starting to accept just whatever's thrown out, instead of being a little more selective in music and demanding the musicality of musicians and
You saying you're not a Lil Yachty fan? Is that what I'm picking up?
That's not really my particular taste.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, everybody's
Agreed.
got their own taste.
Sure.
And I mean, to each his own. And I definitely gotta applaud all those who are hustling really hard and pursuing their dreams and their passions.
Yourself included.
Yeah, myself included, for sure. But something that I strive to do is just be really well-rounded, and I think that that's what it takes to be an entertainer. Is you got to be well-rounded. MJ was well-rounded.
No question.
Justin Timberlake is for sure well-rounded. Beyonce is well-rounded, and these are the iconic type of individuals that you see that are going 10 plus years in the industry,
Right.
and they're still cranking really hard. And I think that there's a little bit of a void there in the industry, and I hope to be able to have the opportunity to fill that void. I'm a really hard worker. I'm very passionate. I think my brand speaks for itself. It's just a matter of being at the right place at the right time, and just going from there.
Hey, should we watch the video?
Yeah, of course. Let's do it.
Do you want to set it up at all?
Sure. Do you want me to direct my focus, or?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to be watching one of my music videos called Get to Know Ya, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Jarman.
I saw you grab my attention. You gave me this feeling. Now I only want you. Addicted to your face. Body I want to taste. I want you to shy away. This moment's for you. Oh, I know you're the type of girl to take it slow. Girl, don't look back. You're just gonna let it go. Baby, let down your walls and open your heart and let me in. I just wanna get to know ya. I just wanna have a chance to show you how to have a good time on the show, girl. I just wanna get to know ya. Let me take you by the hand. You can bring a girlfriend, bring your body real close. The spotlight is on her, tension is rising, I'm a slave for you. My heart is beating, the way that you're breathing gives me the reason to lose control. I know you're the type of girl to take it slow. Girl, don't back, you're just gonna let it go, go, go. Maybe let down your walls and open your heart and let me in. I just wanna get to know God. I just wanna have a chance to show you how to have a good time. Let me show God. I just wanna get to know God. Let me take you by the hand. You can bring a girlfriend, bring your body real close. You touch her. I just wanna get to know God. I just wanna get to know God. I just wanna have a chance to show you how to have a good time. Let me show God. I just wanna get to know God. Let me take you by the hand. You can bring a girlfriend, bring your body real close. You touch her.
'Cause I want you, girl. Your body. 'Cause I need you, girl. Your body. Can I have you, girl? Your body. Girl, I want your body. 'Cause I want you, girl. Your body. 'Cause I need you, girl. Your body. Can I have you, girl? Your body.
Oh, I know you want to leave, so come home with me. Yeah, so grab my hand and come with me. Jump in my car and ride with me. We headed in the zone, gonna have some fun, gonna end the night so pretty. To know you. Let me show you how to have a good time. Let me show you. I just wanna get to know God. Let me take you by the hand. You can bring a girlfriend, bring your body real close. I just wanna get to know God. To know you. Let me show you how to have a good time. Let me show you. I just wanna get to know you. Let me take you by the hand. You can bring a girlfriend, bring your body real close. You touch her.
Hey man, there was a lot of cool stuff in that video.
For sure, I appreciate that.
That feels, and you know, we've been talking about MJ, and I don't mind blowing you up a little bit, but that kind of reminded me of an old school, you know, like Smooth Criminal or something. And I don't know, again, I don't watch as many videos as I used to, but the dancing, the storyline, the cinematography, it's all there, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's definitely hard work, but it's really rewarding, and I have tons of fun because I not only like being on camera, but I love being able to just put in the work with post-production, and
Right.
you know, I normally direct most of my own music videos. You know.
Oh, great!
So,
That's really cool.
yeah, and it's a lot of
auteur.
fun. Yeah, for sure.
That's very cool. I got to check and see how much time we've got left because I don't want to run. I don't want to get in trouble with the director. But I wanted to ask you, what's up next? What are you doing now? What's the kind of the 6, 12, 18-month plan?
Well, you know, we back in October released my third single, which is With a Devil. And we've gotten a lot of really great crowd reaction from that. It's definitely a different direction than I've taken with my other two singles. The other ones were upbeat, fun, happy-go-lucky dance songs. This one was a little more dark and definitely more of a sad song, but it definitely plays on human emotions that we all go through. Since that time, we have now released this, like last week and this week, I've been releasing remixes to that single.
Oh, nice.
By some very talented producers worldwide. And so we're in the second out of 3 remixes for the remix EP for With a Devil. And then next month, I'm actually going to be releasing a virtual reality music video for that.
Wow.
And I'm really excited because the guys at Threshold Films are the ones who produced this upcoming music video. And they actually helped with the special effects for the new Power Rangers movie.
Wow.
So there's going to be some really cool CGI effects. The storyline is amazing just because it's not something I've done before. I normally try to have storylines that are more based on normal life, and this new music video is going to have me and the girl playing opposite of me. We have superpowers, you know, and there's
all right.
Yeah, there's really cool, crazy fight scenes, and I'm really excited just to be able to release it, because from what I know, there's no American artist as of yet that has released a virtual reality music video. You know, it's all
You're number one, man.
Yeah,
that's
so
really
I mean,
cool.
Being a pioneer in that field is going to be
And it's the future.
awesome.
I mean, the last 2 years, we've talked so much about virtual reality during Sundance. So, hey, the thing we got to do before we go is let folks know all of your social media points of contact.
Of course. So I've had a lot of people pronunciate and spell my name a lot of different ways, surprisingly. But so Ricky Jarman and the number 1 is my Twitter. You can spell my last name Jarman. Official Ricky Jarman is my Instagram, and I'm sure if you just Google my name, my social media handles will pop up. And
you're doing your work on the search engines and all that stuff.
Yeah, trying my best. But yeah, anybody who wants to connect, I always love meeting new people.
Absolutely. And likewise, brother.
Yeah, so
it's great to see you, man.
I
wish you the best. You need no luck whatsoever. I can tell you're a hard worker, and I hope you'll have a chance to come back, and we'll give you a chance to perform here on the show.
Of course, it would be my pleasure, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Fantastic. Great to see you, Ricky.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, Ricky Jarman, Andrew Palter. We got to get out of here. Caitlin, what do we got left here? That's it. We're over. You guys have a fantastic evening. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to the good folks from Utah State University. Go Ags. Ricky Jarman. We'll see you soon. Good night.